All of my videos are meant to be watched by adults. I promote legal consumption of cannabis. If you are under 21, this video is not meant for you.
Greetings everyone, I'm the Herbivore, and today I'm going to show you all my favorite thing to do in Washington. Let's get stoned together and go crabbing, y'all. Alright, now that the introductory is over, I'm going to light the joint and I'll show y'all what we got going on. We're here at beautiful Westport, Washington, by the way. Alright y'all, so we're here trying to catch Dungeness crab this morning. So we have ourselves here a pier and it's open. Make sure you're not bothering anybody. First of all, be respectful. But you will need several things to start catching crab. I've got a variety of stuff here. I've got some rope traps that just kind of dangle down and it'll pick the crab straight up. And I got a box trap here that will keep the crab inside of it for a longer period of time. They kind of get trapped in it. So this one we can set for a while, whereas this one is just temporary. I've got our cooler here with some of our gear and things to feed the seagulls. Because number one, make sure y'all have something for the seagulls. We'll show you footage of those bastards today too, because they are ruthless. And the last thing you'll need, y'all, my tip, a lot of people say use chicken, get that sort of thing. I don't want to use an animal that died just to be for bait. So what I do is I find a fish processing place nearby and I get guts and whatnot from fish and carcasses that was just going to be thrown out. So that's what's in that bucket. And then make sure you also have empty buckets to stick your crab catch in. And as the day goes on, I'll show y'all more about it, how we set everything up. But right now, I'm going to smoke my joint before I start getting guts on my hand. Because another tip for y'all, get stoned before, because this stuff doesn't really get off your hands. And you don't want that on your joint later. So smoke up now, y'all. I'll catch you in a bit. Thank you. All right, y'all. So here we are about to bait our first trap. So I'll go over how you do that. Another important tip I want to say is make sure you wear clothes that you don't really care about. You're probably going to get messy. And also bring some gloves. So right here you can see we have our hook trap, and the basic function of this is it goes right over, and as you pick it up, the crabs get trapped. So it doesn't really lock them in place, it's just the ones that happen to be on there. So what you're going to do is you have yourself your little bait pouch, make sure it's secured to your trap, of course, and get some fish carcasses. Just fill it up with like whatever you can grab and wrangle. And I'm sorry, y'all, I know it's kind of graphic. I'm tearing up some fish, but this was going to be thrown away. This was just going to be wasted. I did not hurt any animals to come out here and go crabbing. And this was also like free bait, so that helps. All right, well, forward. All right, so put some in your pouch like that. I'm gonna rinse my gloves off real fast. They're all slimy there for a second. And then the next tip that I really think y'all should do is I use a crab attractant. It's well, it doesn't have its name on there. It just says crab attractant, but you'll find it at the sporting goods area if you go looking for it. And that really helps a lot. So get some of that and smear that on there a little bit. Tuck it into different areas so that it lasts. And then y'all take your zip ties and you're gonna close up your bait pouch. Come on now. And y'all have to close this up because the crab will get into this and steal your bait. They are crafty as hell, y'all. Then get your scissors, cut your excess. if your scissors aren't all rusty like mine. Oh crap. Got it. And make sure you don't throw out your waste, y'all. No plastic, please. We're trying to be respectful, like I said again. Now you take your trap and come to one of these little tie-off points. Then drop your trap over and hang on to the back end and take your other hand and just drop it. And let it feed out through your hands. And you'll see about how far it goes down. Also, I apologize about the noise. They're working on the dock next door, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. But you get there, and then you tie it off. And make sure you go around like this and you loop it. When you tie off, and then it won't go anywhere. And I swear, I am the most unlucky person when it comes to filming and people making noise everywhere. We had the golfing on the last video. The other day it was the coyotes. I'm sorry, y'all. But hey, at least you know I'm live and I'm doing stupid shit. So here is the other style of trap we brought, y'all. It's a box trap. It's actually gonna hold the crab inside. They come in through here and they get trapped. Literally, it's a trap, haha. So what we're also gonna do to bait this one is it has a hole on top. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get this salmon head down in there, because that would be the perfect thing to fit into. Oh, look at that, beautiful. And then do another rinse for guts off the hands, and then add some attractant to this one too. Alright, y'all, just like that. Make sure you seal it back over, and we'll zip tie this one as well, just for an extra layer. As I was saying, we'll zip tie this one too. Zip tie that closed also. Nice. Perfect. Hell yeah. And this trap, when we drop it, it'll be the same thing. It kind of hangs over, and we'll pick ourselves a different spot and drop this one too, y'all. And then after a while, we'll come through and we'll check our traps, and I'll show you what we've caught, see if we've got anything. Yet again, sorry about the noise, but it's totally cool. It is what it is. Here in a little while, we'll check our crab traps, and I'll check y'all then. Thank you. All right, y'all. So this is where I chose to put our box trap out, because actually, if you look over here at all these seagulls, this is where they process the fish. So this is where I want to leave this one to soak for a while. So the same thing as last time. Over it goes. Make sure you hold it straight up and down, and just let her down there, y'all. Do not let go of your trap. And when you don't have any tension anymore, tie it off. And hopefully we catch ourselves some nice Dungeness or even rock crab today, because we got 2 species that we could potentially catch. We'll see you all here in a little bit. All right, y'all. Now the last style of trap we have here is the castable one. We're gonna set our bait here, and then this one we can actually throw out farther into the water, and it will land and open like this, and when you pull it up, it closes and traps the crabs. So I'll show you how to get this one loaded, and after now, you should be watching this. Y'all are probably a master baiter yourself. Hell yeah. All right, y'all, and now we're ready to do our castable trap. So like I said, we're gonna try to throw this one out as far as we can, and then make sure you hang on to your line with this one too, because it's gonna take a lot of it, because it's gonna go out and then down, compared to the others that were straight down, so be ready. And here we go. Let's see if I don't mess it up, shall we? Also, if you can find something like we have here with this rope, as you pull your castable trap up, if you have something elevated to keep your rope a little higher when you pull your own thing up, it'll help keep your crabs in your trap. So it's another reason why I wanted to come and use this spot right here, is we're gonna use this rope when I show y'all when we pull it. All right, y'all, so here we are. That first trap that we've put down is soaked for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's as long as you really want to let one of these first little rope traps go. So we'll check that one. And what y'all need to do before you pull your trap up is make sure you have a bucket for the crab that you're going to keep, and also a measuring device, because we're here to catch the state legal crab, which you can see right here. You can get red rock at this size, and then all the way here to this is where you have to have your Washington Dungeness crab. So we need to make sure it measures from here to here to be keepable, y'all. And let's pull our trap up. We'll make sure we don't have any males and females. I'll go over how to check that if we do. And let's see what we catch. So make sure when you pull your trap up, straight up and down as much as possible. Well, nothing keepable. We got 2 rock crabs and a small Dungeness. But, oh, they're feisty. Make sure these little red rock crabs, if y'all ever catch them, they're actually really dangerous. I hear they're strong enough that they can pinch your finger off, so be careful with these red ones. I think this one is actually maybe a keepable red rock crab. Nope, just under. So they all go back. Make sure you always release your crab back nice. Don't hurt them. You know, this is wildlife. Don't go chuck them. Oh, this one's feisty. I've seen some people want to throw the crab or whatever. Don't be mean to it. It's a creature. All right. Well, we'll put this trap back in and we'll see if we catch something. I'll only probably record every now and a couple trips, or I mean every couple pulls, to see if they're worth it, and I'll show you all if we do actually catch something worth a darn. So back in it goes. And we'll come back in about 15-20 minutes to check it again. Let's check our castable trap. And like I said, you're gonna maybe want to find something like this to hang your rope over so it's got more of an angle. Well darn.
Exit stage left.
I didn't know they had like the weird tentacle things coming off the bottom of them like that. All right, y'all. So far the crabbing kind of sucks. I haven't caught anything keepable, but I did want to give y'all an example between what is a male and a female. And the way to tell is right here at the bottom. You see how this is all wide and fat and different than how it is on this one. You see how that one is a little thinner right there where my finger is? Now, this one right here, the wide one, that's a female. They'll all be nice and thick and wide like that at the bottom. So you can never keep any sort of Dungeness crab, no matter the size, if it's female. So back over she goes. This one right here, you see how that ridge is smaller? This is a male. So if he was bigger and he was keepable, we could keep him. But sadly, if we take our measuring device and we go over here, he's nowhere big enough keepable in Washington. He's got to get a little bigger. So away he goes. And also look at his little dinky claws. Poor guy lost his claws lately. Away he goes. But that way y'all know which ones you can keep if you actually catch one and it's actually the right size, and if it's male or female. So please follow the regulations, don't overcrab, and respect the environment. And hopefully we'll catch some more today. I'll show y'all maybe a keeper if we get one, but so far it's looking like that might not happen. So it is what it is. Thank y'all, and I'll see you here shortly. All right, y'all. It hasn't really been that great of a day for crabbing. Probably gonna call it here soon if it doesn't pick up. It's probably just too warm. But if you notice, we have moved all of our traps over here to where they're processing this fish. So I'm about to pull up a rope trap right here, and we'll see if we get anything. Awesome. Nothing. Well, the rope traps have been complete crap all day. Let's see if there's anything in the box. It at least has sat for a little while. Okay. Well, we got some crab in here that are probably keepers, y'all. I'll dig them out and then I'll show you what we have. All right, y'all, this is one of the ones that I just pulled out of that box trap. You can see it's a male. It doesn't have that big fat ridge right here. And I believe it's keepable. So let's see if it's a keeper, and we'll measure it out. Now what you do is you start right here at this fin and you go across to that one, and you need to make sure that it reaches. And you can see where it says 6WA, we have to have 6 inches across for Washington. We're actually over the keeper limit on this one, so he is a good crab. We finally got one today, y'all. So let's check what we got in the other pot and make sure y'all put just a tiny bit of water in there with him. Well, y'all, it wasn't a good day crabbing. We only caught this one, and this was our only keeper. And I don't feel right just keeping one, so we're gonna let him go, and that's it, y'all. Sometimes that's just the way it is. But I appreciate you watching our weird stoner crabbing adventure today. Y'all have a great one, and remember, life is a magical journey full of self-discovery and wonder. Y'all take care.